Yo guys, welcome to the first video where I actually record my voice. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to win arena matches, giving you like general tips and like that. So first off, as you probably should know, is your landing. As you can see in this match, we landed racetrack, and I really recommend it because it really gives you a very strong chance at winning. It gives you mats, it gives you good, decent loot. Like, I'm not gonna say the best loot because it does not give you the best loot, but it gives you pretty decent mats and kind of decent loot. Here you can see we got lucky, and yeah, that's it for the landing. And guys, know just one more thing: when you wanna land somewhere you know, and keep practicing that landing spot, and stay consistent with it. Don't land at a different place every match, because that really will decrease your chance of winning and your chance of killing any people contesting you for the spot, because you will not really know much in the area, and if they are experienced with that spot that you are unfamiliar with, you're at a very big disadvantage. And yeah, I think that this is it for the landing. And guys, next is the need to farm. As you can see, we are constantly farming, making sure we have a lot from every type of mats, because that's necessary, especially with the 500 mat cap. You need a lot of materials, and make sure that you focus on brick and metal, which I did not do here because there was not that much brick, but I got some pretty decent metal, which is, yeah, that's pretty decent. And next, guys, is your rotation. Here, as you can see, we wanted to rotate to retail, but we decided to rotate people instead. And as you can see, my wonderful aim. So here I drop on these guys because my cousin will pressure them from above if they try to kill me. And see, he lasered this one, and I finished him. Although looking back at it, I should not have finished him. In case I took damage, I would have finished him to regain what I lost. But yeah. So guys, here you can see that we can do a lot of teamwork, because one's distracting, the other one's killing. That is very nice. And guys, next after rotation is your decision making, because you need to have good game sense, and a good game sense in order to know where to rotate to and that type of stuff. And as you can see, guys, here I kept my calm because I knew I was gonna get killed by the trap and stuff. However, if I knew that I can kill him too, and that's all that matters. And I knew that my cousin can revive me, so not really important if I get knocked. Okay, guys, so next up is what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, your loadout. Now guys, you're gonna see that later in the match, not now. I pick a grenade launcher, and you'll also see how much it was useful. I'm really happy I got it, because I got a couple of knocks with it. It made my opponent's lives harder. Now guys, third thing is knowing that this is not a pub, so you can't just go on rushing everyone and not thinking, because this is not a pub. That will make your life way harder, and you should play passive most of the time, but when you see a good opportunity that can give you pretty decent kills, that's when you should go for it. Next, guys, is if you're playing duos, it's teammate. Pick your teammate pretty cautiously, because many people are not that good of teammates, and are not that competitive. Now I'm glad to have my cousin. This is the same as Slay, which I play with a lot. He's just using his brother's account. Now guys, next is knowing where you're sitting at. Know, are your mats good enough for rushing? Are they not good enough for rushing? And that will just help you a lot. And guys, another thing that I want to recommend is when you wanna work with your loadout, always try to in arena pick explodes, because they just give you a big advantage in third partying. People are build battling, you just go through a couple million of grenades, they're basically screwed. And guys, next is teleportation, and for that I'd recommend you carry rifts. Hopefully you find launch pads, but that's RNG. and so are rifts, of course. But redeploys, they are very necessary. Like, my ideal loadout would be now, since the drum gun is back. I think it would be like a drum gun, a pump, redeploys, like minis or slurps. I don't know, does not matter. And then a grenade launcher. For me, that's just like a very good loadout. It's good for close range, decent, kind of decent for medium range, and yeah. And now, guys, next thing you have, what do you call it? Knowing your skill level, like knowing if you are better, that if you're better as a passive player or not as an aggressive player. So if you're a player that your skill allows you to play aggressively and still get the kill and come out on top, then yeah, go ahead for it. But if you're not that advanced of a player, just don't, because that like is not the smartest thing. And guys, then you need to pick your fights carefully, because like if you don't pick your fights carefully, yeah, you're gonna end up dying, because either you don't have the mass or you don't have the positioning while your opponents do. So yeah. And guys, here you see that this guy, I like came from behind him. He did not expect that. Now guys, the most important thing, like I cannot stress enough at how important this tip is. That tip is not autopiloting. And in case you don't know what autopiloting is, it's basically that you like only you rely on muscle memory. Don't just like rely on muscle memory. You should like think, and don't just build because you know the build. Like just build what you think is suitable for that moment. Like if you think that you should build 90s, do so. But if you don't think you have to, don't like waste lots of mass just doing 90s while you don't need to. And guys, last thing is heals. Most people don't carry like health heals as much. They carry shields. However, I still would think that carrying something like slurps would be better than minis, because it gives you health and shield, and when you get like the 50 health and shield in arena, that's really like makes slurps even more effective. And as you can see here, we just wanted to rotate the circle. We came like we encountered a team. My cousin flanked them. They knocked me with a sniper. I should not have picked right there. My mistake. But he ends up killing them. He ends up like deleting them, which yeah, that's very nice. There you see, he got the first one. And guys, what you need to know is that you don't need the best loot and gear to like be successful. Cause my cousin, you see, he's like destroying these guys that are apparently very good players. However, he plays on 150 ping on Europe servers. So you don't need the best of gear to like be successful in this game. Of course, it would be preferable, but it's not the only thing you need. And now he like gets them. As you can see, he just killed them. Then he comes to revive me. We're glad no one third party does. If someone third party does, we probably would have had no chance. As you can see, building is very on point. Now guys, the last thing I wanna like stress on is end game. You don't play the end game like you usually play. End game is where you like should see where you're sitting on as far as mass and loot more than any other part of the game. Like if you have decent mass and loot, you need to like catch people rotating and stuff, and just like destroy them, kill them. But if you can't, you should be the person that rotates first in order to have the advantage in positioning, if you don't have the advantage in loot or mats. So yeah, you just need to like find some way to give yourself the advantage over your competitors. And guys, the last thing is yeah, I wanted to show you here that this is where I picked the grenade launcher, and as you're gonna see in the end game, I really don't regret that. And guys, you need to communicate with your teammate, like, and if you guys want like some tips on solo arenas, you can apply everything that I'm saying here there, except whatever is with a teammate. So guys, here we are like rotating around the rim of the high ground. Like anyone below the this hill is like on a disadvantage. We're trying to like stay on high ground. Here we mark that guy. And guys, you need to use markers more often. If you don't, like, that's a very bad thing, because markers like uh, really like make you know where opponents are, and helps you play cautiously. So guys, now as you can see, like here we just wanted to like rotate into high ground, not realizing this was not in the zone. Then we see this guy here. I tell my cousin to just like leave him alone, and I almost get sniped again. So I think that this like was the call for me to not peek ever again in this match. And now these guys think that they did a smart move doing that. However, that was not a smart move. They just wasted a rocket. Now guys, here this is where the grenade launcher will prove useful. I will get like a knock, and I'm not sure if I get a tag with it or no, but yeah, but as you can see, that really just made the fight right there harder. I know guys, I should have crouched, but I was like very nervous at the moment. Okay guys, so then like we just cleared this duel, and now we're gonna like loot up here real quick, because why not? Here I pick up the turret while I shouldn't have. I don't like turrets, I despise them in every way possible. And guys, when you are carrying something like an RPG or grenade launcher, you need to like be careful of how much rockets you're using, because rockets are not that easy to like come upon, and they like get wasted really easily, especially that there's with the fact that there's a very low limit to how many rockets you can hold. And guys, now like as you can see, we built a base on zone. Yeah, we built a base on zone. Here I'm trying to like get stuck between the floor and the pyramid so I can have a better view, and I do that. It works. And like this is something I really recommend here. I try to like go for the shot, but my AR aim is overpowered, as you can see. Now guys, here this guy is like stuck in that position, and like if my grenades did not deflect to Antarctica, he would have been pressured a lot. Here my cousin's trying to like replace walls and go for the shots, which yeah, like not bad, since apparently no one else is around. Here guys, I'm trying just to like break the ballers to like because they are very annoying and irritating. And here my cousin marks certain enemies, and here what we do is we're trying to like he breaks the structures of the RPG, and my grenades like actually deal the damage. That's what we're trying to do here, which does not work that well. Here the tree, like I love trees, guys. Here we see these guys. I'm just trying to like prevent them from building while I get high ground. And guys, here we try to do the same thing again, which does not work, obviously. And I got the guy here, finally. This guy did not take long, but yeah, we pushed the fight pretty recklessly. That was not a very smart push. In the end, it worked out very well though, so like I'm not complaining. Now here these guys were like quite painful to deal with, because like they kept building, they kept like they kept just not backing off, and we were stuck in a tree, which like made everything harder for us. Now here I had a very nice grenade shot, but my cousin is very smart. Now guys, this is a very risky move. I'm like building higher just to avoid the tree. And as soon as I realized that we're very high, I tried to connect it to this, like, this build list from the game. Now here, guys, we had like the advantage on these guys. Here we try to do the move where he breaks the thing with the RPG again. And guys, hope you enjoyed it.